Happy Monday! Here we are for our reading. We got some weird light going on here, so hang in there with me, guys. See that? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Actually, I want to say this. When I pull a card and if you're having a hard time understanding how it relates to you, I want you to do a few things. I want you, first of all, to look at the photo, the image, right? The imagery, and I want you to see if you feel anything from this imagery, if you can, almost like if you're looking at an artwork, like how you're interpreting, if there's like a way for you to interpret it. I also want you to listen to the words that I'm saying and see if anything is kind of sticking out to you, like almost like when I hear messages for me, I hear them almost like in an elevated tone. So like somebody will say a paragraph, let's say, and like there's a sentence that sounds louder to me, and that is my intuition. So because I'm reading, I'm channeling the message based off the card, but it may not all be for you, and there may just be one line for you or something. But I want you to use your own intuition to pull what is for you in this card, to make it relevant for you and not to just take it literal. I want you to be able to use this as an opportunity to feel your own intuition, because you have intuition, right? Like all the answers are within you. I want you to hear them. So just a little disclaimer. Today we're going to be using the Goddess cards. Always a fan favorite. Even for you guys, you can use some divine feminine in your life. All right, so I'm going to pull two cards. You're going to ask yourself a question that you're hoping to get an answer for, and you're going to decide whether your answer is going to be in card number 1 or in card number 2. You got to choose it before I pick the card, because if not, that would be cheating. So, but you can also decide that you're going to take both cards, but definitely make a decision now than before. So take a deep breath in, exhale out, really praying for the guidance to receive your messages, to hear what you need to hear, to receive what you need to receive from today. Okay? Cool. All right, card number 1. This one really wanted to come out. All right. Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So this is just a card to remind yourself to, here, and I want you to look at the image. Okay. All right. This card can mean several things. So this is a card to, first of all, keep your attention. Really what's coming to me first is to keep your attention and your focus on what is working, on what is good, on what you do have, on abundance. Really bringing in gratitude into which is perfect for our season, right? Bring the gratitude into your life and really be looking around and be grateful and thankful for what you do have. It also means what I'm sensing is as you look at what is working, to almost work more on what is working rather than to try to fix what is not working. So it kind of reminds me of I was sitting for the LSAT because I have taken every professional test you can think about, because I didn't know what I was going to do for a living. And look at me reading cards online. But I took the LSAT, and I remember one of the things that they taught me in my prep class was I was really good, obviously, in the grammar section, all that kind of stuff. And I thought, okay, the stuff that I'm not good in, we should probably focus on that more. I should work on that more. But they were no, let's go all in on what you're good at, and really focus on that, make that better, and that's how you're going to test better. And that was the truth. That's how I ended up testing better. So that's what this card is about. It's really about looking at what is working and seeing how you can bring more of that into your life, to follow what excites you, what inspires you, and to go into that place of what is good, what's abundant. This is also a card to remind us that we need rest, right? And to be very mindful of your own energy levels, to especially now during the holidays, it gets really crazy, and we have family members that we have to see that we don't always like to see, our friends and things like that. And it's just kind of a reminder to up your, I know it feels like a time that we don't have time for self-care, but this is a moment to up your self-care, to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, that you are giving yourself water and rest, because energetically it's a crazy time. You're receiving a lot of energy, you're taking in a lot of energy. So to make sure to take care of yourself, and to know that sometimes the stuff that you're feeling, the sadness, the anxiousness or whatever, it's really not always yours, that it's stuff that you're receiving and you want to make sure you're always moving that out. Okay, so paying attention to your own energy levels. So 2 things in this one. Okay, cool. Card number 2. Okay, this one really wants to come out. All right, Aphrodite, inner goddess. Okay, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So yeah, so this is a time to, to really kind of tap into yourself and see your own power and your own strength, but not in a masculine kind of way, but more in a goddess type of way, right? So through playfulness and enjoying and indulging, right? So really taking the time to let yourself be so serious and to just enjoy these moments, to enjoy what makes you feel good and feeling sexy and really stepping in. And for guys too, this is, for the guys that are watching, just really feeling giving yourself the space to let go and to really enjoy, to just enjoy this time, to be present, to really take it in, to flow a little bit more rather than being so masculine. I know we're about to get into a phase of goals and being more disciplined and all that stuff. We're about to get into that, but it's okay to enjoy yourself. It's okay to have fun right now. It's okay to love on yourself, to take care of yourself, all that kind of stuff. So obviously both cards are kind of together. This one meaning more, I know you guys have more questions, so let me take it in a little bit more. Okay. This is also about saying yes to the things that make you feel good about yourself, right? So like just really looking at what makes you happy and what you like and what lights you up. That you don't have to do the things that don't make you feel that way, right? To go with what feels good, to go with what brings you happiness, right? To not have to say yes to everything, to not put yourself in situations that you're going to feel worse about yourself, that you're going to leave being like, why did I do that? Why did I put myself there? But to really be your own, best friend, your own protector, and just be like, this, I know these scenarios are not good for me, and these scenarios are good for me. These are the things that light me up, that make me happy, and I'm no longer going, little by little, and sometimes it might be hard because maybe you're in something that you really, really hate, and maybe it's not the time to make a huge shift, but really looking at at the power in your choices, and knowing that with every choice that you are presented, that you are you're creating your life, right? So are you creating a life that you really love, or are you creating a life that is everybody else's life, what they want of you, what is expected of you, and knowing that you have power in this, that this is your life, right? And that you, with your choices, get to decide what it is. So choosing joy, right? Choosing laughter and fun and all those things, and you're allowed to have that. You're allowed to have joy. You're allowed to have fun. You're allowed to do all that, and making sure that you're allowing yourself that you're making yourself, that you're giving yourself those, that those choices are leading to that, are leading to what you really want. And that's what this is about. Okay? All right, guys, 2 cards. We got a lot of inner work, I guess. This is a lot of personal, what do I want? Who am I? Really in the midst of all this chaotic holiday energy, being who am I? Where am I? Connecting to myself, remembering my own energy, remembering my own values, my own morals, although even in when you guys were buying holiday gifts, buy things that feel right for you, right? Don't, if you don't like that there's an overuse in plastic, if you don't go do tradition. You don't have to do traditions just because it's tradition. Do what feels right for you. Maybe there's another way you want to give. That's what these cards, that's what they're trying to tell us. It's go into yourself, even when it's a hard time to go into yourself, but do it your way. Okay. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here, and enjoy your week, and I will see you next week.